What's up people, welcome back to my channel Escape Reality Dude. And if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Guys, today we are going to know about the story of The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim.
They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of the return. The defeat was merely a delay.
Elder Scrolls, 200 years have passed since the Oblivion crisis, and it is now the year 4201. The High King of Skyrim lies dead, killed by Ulfric Stormcloak in a duel. A civil war rages in the land. A rebel faction known as the Stormcloaks wishes for Skyrim to secede from the Empire. However, their cause is not supported by all of the land's people and leaders. Many still support the Imperial army. The war has reached a stalemate. This schism is the final event in the prophecy of the Elder Scrolls. It is foretold that this conflict will lead to the return of the dragons, led by Alduin, the Nordic god of destruction, also known as the World-Eater. The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim is an action role-playing video game developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is the fifth main installment in the Elder Scrolls series, following the Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion, and was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 on November 11, 2011. The game's main story revolves around the player's character, the Dragonborn, on their quest to defeat Alduin, the World-Eater, a dragon who is prophesied to destroy the world. The game is set 200 years after the events of Oblivion and takes place in Skyrim, the northernmost province of Tamriel. Over the course of the game, the player completes quests and develops the character by improving skills. The game continues the open-world tradition of its predecessors by allowing the player to travel anywhere in the game world at any time, and to ignore or postpone the main storyline indefinitely. Skyrim was developed using the Creation Engine, rebuilt specifically for the game. The team opted for a unique and more diverse open world than Oblivion's Imperial province of Cyrodiil, which game director and executive producer Todd Howard considered less interesting by comparison. The game was released to critical acclaim, with reviewers particularly mentioning the character advancement and setting, and is considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time. Nonetheless, it received some criticism, predominantly for its melee combat and numerous technical issues present at launch. The game shipped over 7 million copies to retailers within the first week of its release, and over 30 million copies on all platforms as of November 2016, making it one of the best-selling video games in history. Having completed work on Oblivion, in 2006, Bethesda Game Studios began work on Fallout 3. It was during this time that the team began planning their next The Elder Scrolls game. From the outset, they had decided to set the new entry in the land of Skyrim, incorporating dragons into the main theme of the game. Full development began following the release of Fallout 3 in 2008. The developers considered Skyrim a spiritual successor to both Fallout 3 and previous The Elder Scrolls games. The game was developed by a team of roughly 100 people composed of new talent as well as of the series' veterans. The production was supervised by Todd Howard, who has been the director of several titles released by Bethesda Softworks.